All right, what's going on, guys? So right behind me I got a 2014 Mercedes S550, and so I'm gonna break down the video really quick. We're gonna talk about performance, we're gonna kind of give a little overview of the interior, see if it kind of still stands up with modern Mercedes vehicles, and then we're gonna kind of do a drive and talk about the vehicle, kind of just talk more about how I feel about it and stuff. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so on the interior, this is where this vehicle really shines. I mean, after all, it is a Mercedes S-Class. This was built purely for luxury. One thing I really love though is just all the metal you see. It's like when you get in vehicles like this, there's no plastic, everything's metal. It's just, everything has a nice touch to it. And what I love about this, I mean, this car is nearly 10 years old, but you know, it kind of has a timeless design. Like if you were looking at something like this, in my opinion, I would think this car probably came out this year. I mean, it's just nicely built. And, you know, if you get a newer one, it's going to be even nicer than this. So, all right, so a cool little feature in here is the massaging seat. So go ahead, press this button down here. Then it'll pop up on the screen, and you'll just hit massage. Just hit start. And then you kind of can just pick your settings. It'll show you, like, where exactly it kind of massages you. So we'll just click 6, for example. And then, yeah, it just kind of starts doing it. I mean, it really doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel amazing, but maybe because the car's older, it doesn't work as well, but it's still kind of a cool feature. I mean, I'm getting massage in a car right now, so it's kind of nice. So an interesting little feature I noticed, this has the same gear selector, cruise control selector, and indicator as the old Tesla Model S I drove. So I was kind of thinking, I was like, who created this first? Was it Mercedes or Tesla? Or is this created by an entirely different company? So even in the back seat, it's relatively spacious. Like I'm 6'2" and I feel pretty comfortable back here. So yeah, I mean, even in the back seat, you can enjoy this vehicle. I also think the ambient lighting's a really nice touch because at night you can kind of still see the nice interior while it's dark inside. All right, so let's talk about the performance. So with this thing, you get about 450 horsepower and a 0 to 60 about 4.8 seconds. So it's not super fast, but I mean, at the time it's probably pretty quick. And then you also got to think about, this is just purely a luxury vehicle. People who were buying these things just wanted, you know, the nice interior, the nice ride feel, the smooth acceleration, stuff like that. But if you're looking to buy an old one and you want to do some tuning with it, well, you can probably just get like an ECU tune. I'm not sure the numbers exactly you can get, but I'm guessing you can probably get about over 500, maybe like 520 horsepower for stage 1, maybe like 600 foot-pounds of torque. It probably just depends on the tune you buy, but you know, it just varies depending on that. All right guys, so just wanted to drive the vehicle, that way we can get a little bit of better experience. So kind of how I feel about this, you know, it's a nice smooth ride. You know, overall, I love the vehicle. I mean, it's just nice luxury vehicle. I remember, because when this car first came out, I was probably like 14 years old. I remember seeing pictures and videos. Like, I specifically remember like the one with the tan interior, and I thought it looked so nice with the ambient lights and everything. Yeah, so it's kind of cool to drive this now and just kind of see what it's actually like. Yeah, so it's just the interior is nice and timeless. The only thing I would think that might change is, like, you know, this would probably get outdated at some point. You know, it still has good technology, lane assist, all of that. Keeps me a certain distance from people. Yeah, so I mean, it still has, even though this is an older vehicle, it still has pretty much a lot of the newer features you see in cars nowadays, because at the time, you know, these were like luxury things. A lot of cars didn't have this, but you know, now it's like, it's so common in just like normal cars, like, you know, this Nissan or Mazda or whatever. Yeah, so the performance of this vehicle, I mean, I would get this like as a weekend car to cruise, and then I would probably do like a ECU tune, get some extra power out of it. It'll put it around like 520 horsepower, maybe 540, and then you'll probably get about 600 foot-pounds of torque. So this thing would be a powerhouse. It is heavy though, so it might not be, just because it's heavy, it might not be as fast, but it would still be pretty fun car to drive. And you know, I'm kind of new to this YouTube stuff, so it's like I haven't done too much cars yet. Most of the cars I've done were Teslas, and out of all the vehicles, this is actually the slowest one, but it's better because it's like you hear the engine and all that stuff. It's kind of nice, or like you feel the transmission. Like the Teslas I drove were just like kind of just instant, so it was still cool though. I don't know. Yeah, so would I buy this though? If I had a little bit more money and I just wanted an extra car, yes. But you know, I would get concerns about repairs and how much repairs would cost. But I don't know how reliable this vehicle is. But I kind of have a theory about that. I think a lot of the time vehicles, a lot of people kind of cut corners when it comes to repairs or service. Like they'll service it later, put some more wear on the engine if they do that, or they, you know, let's say at a certain mileage you got to replace some parts, they might skip that, and then that wears down the vehicle some more. So that's something to consider. But I mean, if you bought one of these, try to buy it from like a one-time owner, because the thing about it is like, this is whoever could have afforded this car at the time. It probably might have been some older guy. He had a lot of money, probably took care of the thing. So if you bought it from a one-time owner, you're probably gonna get a good car, to be honest. That's something you got to consider. But I mean, if multiple people own this, I probably wouldn't buy one of these. But I think at one owner, you got a safe bet just because of the demographic buying this car. So that's something to take into consideration right there. But yeah, other than that, guys, I don't really have too much about this. You know, I did enjoy driving this today. So yeah, if you guys want to see more videos like this, just go ahead and follow me, UnboxPapi. Peace out, guys.